Hey Gemini, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to your August 2023 tarot reading. You guys, I just did the coolest tarot reading for you and it turned off my camera. I have to tell you about it though, and then we're going to get into your reading. So for some of you guys, there is, not all of you guys, we'll see what this message has to say to you that we are about to do, but I have to tell you that there are some of you guys that are just no longer becoming interested in this individual. There's an individual who is kind of flaky, and on the outside they're like fun and romantic and maybe creative, maybe they're a musician or an artist, but you're realizing that there's just no structure, there's no stability there, and so you're walking away from it. And specifically because I think you get some clarity, something, you either get information, like something just comes along and rattles you up. And for you guys that this is resonating with, a lot of you are, the thing that rattles it up is going to be another individual, basically seeing the influence of somebody who's very stable, could be an earth sign, very they could be rich, they could be wealthy, they invest in themselves, they invest in their surroundings, and it's just, it totally gives you insight, fresh insight on what you want, who you want to be. And so you're going to come into this place of manifesting heavily. You're also going to see a ton of options, like you're drawing to yourself all these replacement options. And so it's very exciting. Have to tell you about that. Now let's get into your reading. Let's see if it's the same message or if I'm speaking to some different Geminis. I love you guys. I'm a Gemini rising myself, and so I always get stoked when I'm about to do your reading. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you really enjoy this. And you're welcome to say hi in the comment section if you'd like for me to pray for you. I really enjoy doing that for you. And I encourage everybody else to join in too. All right, you guys, let's get into it. So August 2023 for our Geminis. August 2023 for our Geminis. What do you have to tell them? What do they need to know about August 2023? Make sure you stick around to the very end of the reading, and that's when we get tarot advice, which is really helpful. All right, so coming to the end of something that's been exhausting you in terms of a relationship of some sort, a partnership. We have I feel that this could go in the direction of the same reading. There is somebody who's emotionally immature. There's just kind of like a self-centered, childish thing about them. Could be a fire sign. We have that Queen of Wands there. They look really strong and self-assured and confident on the outside. Once you get to know them better, they are quite immature and self-centered. 10 of Wands, what does this mean for us? This is kind of closing up a chapter, leaving a burden behind. You know, don't feel, I want to tell this to you, Geminis, that this is resonating with. Don't feel silly for one moment. Don't feel duped. Don't feel silly for having gone in this direction in the first place. We've got Page of Swords reminding us that, yeah, maybe you had, you feel that you were maybe naive in a situation or easily influenced, but don't be too hard on yourself, because this person really does give people an impression that is falsely advertised, okay? So you're not the only one. Two of Cups, what's this card? Yeah, immature, foolish, gullible, you know, and it's like this, there's just too much. You'd have to be a fool to go for this way, and you're not a fool. But you are catching it in time. Flipping out, Five of Wands, which is conflict. We have, yeah, I just feel that there's a lot of financial instability with this individual, and it's hard to see a future with them. Anything else that we need to know? This does feel like it's the same reading for you guys coming out. I want to know if there's any information we do need to know that I have not told Geminis already. Two of Wands, that is the very beginning of something special. This is what you need to know. Two of Wands is about, you had this experience for a reason, and it was entirely for perspective. So this person, it could have been attractive and wonderful, and you thought they had exactly what you're looking for, and now guess what? Once you know them a little bit more, you know what's in that offer, it's tightening up what you really do want. And so it's been a gift, you know, and sometimes gifts are wrapped in crappy wrapping paper, okay? But this, you're already starting on something new, kind of getting over it pretty quickly. I'd like some advice for my Geminis going forward. Six of Cups. Yeah. You know, it's interesting because this is tying back into memories of youth, something you've experienced before. Maybe it could have been an old boyfriend, a girlfriend. It could have been somebody that you had an experience with before on this. And maybe for some reason, because of that past experience, maybe this individual triggered something that made you kind of fight with that for a little while before you kind of gave into that cold, hard truth of really what is. And so being accepting of, hey, guess what? Like I said, don't be too hard on yourself because you had trigger experiences that encouraged you to give it another chance or to believe in it. You know what I mean? So there's a reason for everything. I'd like to open another deck actually and get more advice for Geminis. August 2023, more advice for Geminis. I wanted to show you. We have at the bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles, who came up in your previous reading. And then, of course, that one that flew out is reciprocity. So King of Pentacles came up in your earlier reading as that shaky tower, this influence that shakes you up because you see how things could be. You see somebody, even if you don't end up with them, it's like their purpose in your life was to influence you, to give you fresh perspective and realize, okay, this is not going to happen. That's what I want. Okay, more advice for my Geminis. August 2023, more advice for my Geminis. We have, sorry, my kitties are meowing, but they want to come in here and just wreck everything, so I got to keep them outside. Resiliency to get that healing. So there's a little bit more healing to be had. Don't give up on something here. Don't give up on yourself. What's this message that wants to come through? I don't feel like I'm really nailing it for Geminis. Yeah. You know, something that Geminis are not afraid of is sometimes looking at the other, like they can play both sides of an argument, like I've been known to say, which I love about them. But I love that they can be big, huge communicators, and they also have the ability, like this Queen of Swords, to cut something out. So something that you haven't been giving up on, almost like you've kept a thread of communication with them or something. I think it's keeping that wound open. Okay, so with the healing card of the Six of Swords upside down, so nobody's going to change here. We can't change people. And the thing that we do so often in relationships, men and women, anybody in between, as humans, we have a tendency to say, oh, I can change them. They care so much about me, or they care so much about this thing that they can be changed. Well, that theory is going to keep that wound open. So it's the Queen of Swords employing that superpower that you do have within yourself, and swords are ruled by air signs like yourself, being able to cut out this behavior or this person, being able to draw a boundary is going to really help you. Anything else for my Geminis in August 2023? Anything else? Yeah. Coming from, like, you're going to be fully embracing your independence with the Nine of Pentacles. And yeah, there's that King of Wands again, but in this case it flew out with another card beside it, and that's Five of Pentacles. And look at what it's showing you. Being left out in the cold. Walking past that warmth inside the cathedral. It's like this person is keeping you somehow dependent by keeping communication with them, entertaining them at all. They're going to be isolating you from yourself. They're going to be isolating you also from really good and positive influences that are going to encourage you to be empowered, who are going to encourage you to follow the beat of your own drum and embrace your independence. So if they're in any way if they're having codependent energy with you, or they're making you doubt your ability to be on your own, question it. And I know you will, because you've got her on your side. Okay, the Queen of Swords, the ability to draw boundaries. So drawing strong boundaries, and yeah, and also be kind to yourself, because these things have happened for a reason. You do have a trigger response here that has buried in your past, and you're giving way to a real enlightened perspective, the cold, harsh truth, light of day, and then you're going to be manifesting massively. So it's really got a rainbow at the end of this reading. I adore you guys. I hope that is helpful for you. Say hi in the comment section if you'd like me to send you prayers, and consider liking and subscribing to the video. Bye-bye.